Live from Los Angeles. Welcome back to Good Morning, LaLa. And on Transformation Tuesday, if you're having a hard time transforming your bad day into a good day or transforming being overwhelmed, you might want to hear this beautiful woman give us the download on your book. Ruby Roth is in the house. She's got the book Bad Day, and you did all the illustration.
Yeah,
you're an artist extraordinaire.
This is my 5th book. It's actually hits shelves today.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And it is about overwhelming feelings for kids and getting through them, learning to process your inner world so that the outer world you can live in with a little more ease. And you meet Henny, who you are dropped into the middle of his meltdown, and he goes inside of a paper bag to get some quiet and learn how to pause and reflect. And he learns the power of going inward.
So why now for this book? Why now for Henny?
I think that we live in a time and an era in need of course correction and repair on all levels, from ourselves and our health to the environment and the planet and politics and, you know, the age of anger and being overstimulated. And I wanted to address the mind this time, and I feel like that's the root of all our abilities to heal holistically from the self outward.
Love that. Totally agree. Is there a little Henny inside you?
I think there's a little Henny inside all of us. I definitely had experiences in my youth and my childhood of physical challenges and emotional challenges. I wore a back brace for 13 years. So I had to learn discipline and how to feel comfortable and happy in my body, even though I was going through this intense thing. And so, yeah, there's a piece of me in there that had to locate. I learned very early to locate my observer mind and realize that I am not my body, and you can look from an objective perspective and not just have biological, physical reactions to what's happening.
So true.
Talk to us a little bit about that, if you wouldn't mind, because, you know, I think a lot of people think of reflection as rumination, you know, and then they start to dig a deeper hole for themselves, and the anxiety and overwhelmment they feel just gets worse and worse.
Yeah.
What you're talking about is dramatically different from that. And so what is that process?
Well, I hear a lot of parents tell kids, like, use your words when they're upset. But if you don't have the tools to even identify the feelings in the first place, you can't use your words. So there's a step before that guidance, which is to go inward and kind of take a body scan and take a scan of your day and think about what happened, and even just locating like what triggered a bad feeling or an overwhelming feeling helps you find solutions, because now you know. Sometimes kids don't even know, and kids behave how they feel inside.
So funny. I feel like we've labeled all the emotions as just bad, and you shouldn't be feeling these. Use your words, like something's wrong. You shouldn't be having just emotions and letting it flow. However, kids are genius at just allowing themselves to be, you know, screaming aloud 1 second, then they're playing the next minute, right? So, but I love that you use the distinction meltdown, because I think no one's allowed to have a meltdown anymore, right?
I see parents trying to avoid landmines, but there's wisdom inside those landmines. If you go through it instead of around it, and have a child really learn how to process their feelings and figure out what's going on inside of them, we're looking at a better world, because the whole family improves, the school situation improves, their friendships improve.
Right.
So,
and sometimes in those meltdowns, there's a moment where you decide something or you surrender. For you, I know you went through a lot of hard stuff, but was there an actual moment in your meltdown?
It was physical discomfort. I mean, I wore this back brace 20 plus hours a day for 13 years, and it was physical discomfort, which probably triggered panic attacks very young. And that was it for me. I had to learn how to navigate what was happening to me in my mind.
So in your journey as an artist, when did you decide to author 5 books?
I was actually teaching art at an after-school program, and my previous books are the first books of their kind in children's literature. They're actually about veganism for kids and all the motives behind it, and there's a plant-based cookbook also for everyone. But the kids started asking me questions about my eating habits and why I wasn't eating the string cheese and the milk that they were being served at recess. And I went to find a book, and there was hardly anything out there, and what I did find was like a talking tomato, and I find that kids are way smarter than that. I think that we give them less credit than they deserve, and that they're much more capable physically, emotionally, spiritually, than Western culture.
So what's your diet primarily consist of?
I'm vegan. It's I do a lot of raw food, and then grains, mushrooms, beans, seeds, superfoods, things that help me bolster my insides too. So I tackle my emotional health from all different angles, and that's a big one.
Interesting.
So what's next for you, Ruby?
I have more kids books in the pipeline. I also have my personal artwork, which is more feminine, figurative stuff that I've brought to the foreground. And so everything's under one umbrella now on my site. So everybody can take a peek. There's something for everybody.
Congratulations.
So where can they find and follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Ruby_Roth. My website is rubyroth.co, and find me there.
All right. Well, beautiful book. Where can they find the book?
The book is sold wherever you can find books. I'll be signing copies on my website if you want a signed and personalized copy pretty soon, but it's just on the market today. So those books from me will be shipped soon.
So exciting. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.